Doesn't make sense. Muhammad, he made it clear. The black stone was white like milk, whiter than milk. Then the sin of mankind made it black. Do you want more ugly than this? So according to Muhammadan, sin make you black. I'm trying to find the hadith from Mufti Mink. Maybe we can find it. Okay, let's see. We search for black stone, we get the black magic hadith. Let us see, let us see. I mean, what's wrong with you two? We search for the black stone and show me black magic. It's always better to hear it from the Muhammadan. Let us see if we can find it, if we can find it. I remember once I played the video of Mufti Mink about the black stone. Okay. Here we go. We found another Abdul telling us the story.
Milk, and it turned darker, and it turned darker and darker, and it turned. It was placed there by Ibrahim alayhi salam in this corner. In the narrations, it described it as it was whiter than the milk, and it turned darker and darker, they say, according to the sins of human beings, until it became black stone.
See? So sin make you black. Sin make everything black, even stones. Otherwise, the black stone is not black. It's white. Actually, if we go to the seer, we will find that the Arab before Islam, the Muslim women, Muslim women, they are pagan anyway. They go to the black stone, and the black stone is made in the shape of a vagina for a reason. Because simply, it is a vagina. So a woman, she did not have children yet, or she is trying to have children. She go around the black stone, around the Kaaba. She do Hajj, exactly the same as they do today. And then after she walk or go around for each time, some they say like after she walks 7 times, some they say each time she walk around the Kaaba, she stop in the front of the black stone, and then she put her hand over her vagina, and she do that when she have her period. She do that only when she have her period. And the reason she do that simply because she want her period to stop, which means she want to have baby. As long as she is having a period, that means she is not carrying a child. So she put her hand in her vagina, and then she inserted inside the black stone, praying to Allah to make her, to fertilize her, to make her have a baby. And they believe the reason this woman, she cannot have a child, because she committed sin. That's why this guy, he said, it was the sin of mankind who made the black stone black. It was white. And if any Muslim want to say this is a lie, well, I have my Skype open. I challenge you to call me, and I will make you read the reference by yourself. Actually, even Al-Hajj, called Al-Hajj wrongly, it's called Al-Haq. Al-Haq means like you scratch something with something, or you touch something with something. So after the woman, she put her hand like this guy, and she have a blood from her vagina. And by the way, they go naked, totally naked around the Kaaba. You need to ask yourself, what was the religion of the people who go around the Kaaba totally naked? Totally naked. So after the naked women, she go around the Kaaba naked, then the man, he come and his penis, you know, is naked too. Then the husband or the spouse or the partner, he will insert his penis inside the black stone hole, and then he will rub his penis on the black stone. So his penis will get the blessing of Allah, and the vagina will get the blessing of Allah, and then they will have a baby. And here you see, this is Sahih Muslim, this is Sahih Bukhari, this is Sahih. They can't say this is da'if. It says here clearly, in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, and by the way, this is false, because this is what's happening in the time of Muhammad. And Muhammad never, there's not a single word in the Quran about stopping people going naked around the Kaaba. Never. Never, never. And here you ask yourself, how come Muhammad never opened his mouth? You don't find even a hadith of Muhammad saying, stop going naked around the Kaaba. Never. Muhammad, he saw a woman, and actually if you read my book, Section Allah, you will see the story. He saw a woman, she was naked and she was singing. Muhammad, he wanted to have sex with her. He got jealous. He didn't want any men to like to look at her, you know. So there's a story there about what happened. But we don't find anywhere in the Quran where it says, don't go around the Kaaba naked. And Muhammad, he waited until the last day of his life, and still people, they are going naked around the Kaaba. It says here, in the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, the people used to perform tawaf of the Kaaba naked, except in certain time. Right? Do you see it? Totally naked. What was the religion? Is worship there? Any Muslim? And by the way, until now they are still naked, in case you do not know. The Muslim now, they wear a sheet following the Hindu practice. Obviously, Muhammad, he copied that from the Hindus. If you look at the Hindus, especially the priest, they have their own temple, which is like a Kaaba, and they have a black stone, present a vagina and a penis. And then the Hindus, they believe it's a holy thing for them. And the Hindu, he wear a sheet, just a piece of sheet, he's wearing nothing. And this is exactly what the Muslim, they do. They wear a sheet. The same sandals, the same sheet, the same shoulder is showing, and they shave their head exactly the same as the Hindus. And this is why I have a strong belief that all the practice of the Kaaba worship and act is, as ritual, is coming from the Hindus. Even though the stones are coming from the temple of Al-Makkah, which is in Yemen, which is the moon god temple. Yeah, lingam. They call it lingam, I think. Yeah, lingam. So the black stone simply is a private part, and that's why the black stone have that shape. You know, If you remember, once I went to a Muslim website and they have a chat, and I asked them, I have a question, Assalamu alaikum, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy, and I posted actually in online, I don't know if you have it. I said to the guy there, the one who want to convert me to Islam, I have a question, by the way. I mean, Islam is not a pagan religion, right? He said, yeah. I said, so why the prophet, he kissed the black stone? Took him like a few minutes, and then he answered back saying, because it's holy. And I said, then, okay, and why it's holy? Took him a few minutes more, and he answered back saying, because he kissed it. Why the prophet kissed the black stone? Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because he kissed it. Have you ever heard of a stupid answer like this? And now if you ask the Muslims, why you are kissing the black stone? Or why the black stone in the shape of a vagina? Or why it's important? Why God cared for a stone? Any Muhammadan? And to make it more horrible, Umar, he said, I know that this is stone, I know that you are useless and harmless. But because the prophet, he kissed you, I'm going to kiss you. But this doesn't mean Muhammad is a hypocrite and a liar. Because if the stone is useless, so why Muhammad kiss it? Huh? If the black stone is useless, harmless, why he kiss it? Muhammad. You see, actually, the statement of Umar destroy all the lies Muslim they come to us with it, saying the prophet said that the black stone is the right hand of Allah. Okay, let us take that for granted. It is the right hand of Allah. And whoever kiss it, he kissed the hand of Allah. Wonderful. The black stone sent from heaven, and she was white, and is going to witness for us in the day of judgment. Okay, I will take that for granted. Then Umar is a companion of Muhammad in the time of Muhammad. He said, I know that you are just a stone, that you cannot neither do any harm nor give benefit. Had I not seen Messenger of Allah kissing you, I would not have kissed you. That's mean everything Muhammad he said about the black stone is a lie. It's not sent by Allah. It's useless. Because if Allah sent it, it means there is a use for it. And by the way, we can debunk all the idea or the whole Kaaba thing. And I will give you a very short, easy to debunk a Muslim claim about the Kaaba is the center of the earth, and Allah chose the location. You know, Allah, he chose the location of the Kaaba. Yes, brother. Okay. Let us take a look. Allah, he chose the location of the Kaaba, and this is the Kaaba covered by sewage water. Allah, he chose, and you will notice that the Kaaba is like filling in the side. Do you notice that? This Kaaba was rebuilt many times, collapsed many times, because the water will go, and not only water, even like many people, human, they destroy it. Like Al-Qurmuti, he took the black stone, he make it a purple stone for 21 years. But here you notice the location of the Kaaba chosen by Allah. How stupid this God is. If he go 300, 400 meters away from that location will not be flooded. So why he chose this location? In case you do not know, the city of Mecca does not have sewage. They have something called Bayyara. Bayyara is like septic tank. So little rain will make a flood, and then all the shit, excuse my language, will come from the Bayyara. And you will see the cake of shit floating over the water. They swim, mashallah. And then all this garbage will go down to the lowest part of the town, the Kaaba. And it was not Allah who saved the Kaaba from the flood. It was the American engineers. And until now, actually, it's still under risk. As you see, this guy is even swimming here. And this is his picture later, which means this is not long time ago. You see, we're talking about a camera. This is the picture of the same guy who was swimming when the Kaaba was flooded. What do you think? Another proof that the Kaaba thing is a silly pagan thing, and the black stone. The Muslims, they say Allah is in the black stone from heaven, but if you check, you will find there's no black stone left. There's little tiny rocks. They are gone. This is what is left of the black stone. All the space there is wax. All of it is wax. Dark brown, expensive wax. They bring it from Pakistan, and the one who do maintenance to it, he himself is from Pakistan, and there's no black stone left. There's a small rocks, and Erdogan, he stole one of it, and it is now in Turkey. So if this is a stone sent by Allah, shouldn't Allah, and is going to witness for you until the day of judgment, well, the stone is gone. If I type here the word Siyana, which means maintenance, the maintenance of the black stone. Watch with me. Look, and even there's a video on YouTube, by the way. This is a video on YouTube. See? This is a video on YouTube, 2013. This is how they do maintenance to the black stone. This guy is burning the wax because when people, they touch it, the wax will come out and the stones, they will become loose and people, they can steal. This is why they have a policeman next to the stone, so people will not steal it. The second they notice that the wax around those rocks became weak, right away they stop anyone from touching them. They bring the guy so he can do maintenance. So if this is a stone made by Allah, sent by Allah, and there's nothing left of it, it's gone, and we need to do maintenance to it, how that can be from Allah? So the flood of the Kaaba proved Islam to be false, and there's no stone left, as you see, these little tiny rocks. So what you are kissing the wax. And what make it more funny, the Muslim, they call everybody pagan. They call you pagan. I hope we have a good time together. Feel free to download the video. As you see, like we put some time in the beginning, so people will know that we are coming live on air. And so next time if you see it, this way you know that there's a timer. You look at the timer, it's going to tell you when it's going to go live on air. Please download the video as soon as possible, and you can cut the beginning where the timer is running. There's no talk. I hope you guys have a good time and you learn something good. And as you see, for sure, Muhammad is a champion of a human right. Yes, he cut hands, fingers, took nails out, put it in the eyes. He cut a woman to pieces. He cut hands for somebody he stole an egg. But he's merciful. Allah, he sent him as a mercy for mankind. Yes, he attack you in your home. He kill you, take your wife, rape her in front of your eyes or in front of your children. He take your money, he take your TV, he take even your sandals, as he did to the Jew. Even the donkey, Afur. But he is the champion of a human right. Yes, he claimed that the black people will go to hell and white people will go to heaven. But remember, he is not racist. It's true that he said that there's a beast will come, will make all unbelievers black and all believers white. But remember, that is not racism. That is just a lie. He don't know how to recognize us in the day of judgment. So he have to make us colors, black and white. As simple as that. And not only that, actually, I forgot to mention to you that before you enter the heaven of Allah, Allah will give you additional drink. You drink it and you become even whiter. And even Muhammad, he claimed, because he's obsessed with the white color, that even the women in heaven and even the boys, they will be like pearls. The boys will be like pearls, white, very white. The women, they are not only white, but you will be able to see the marrow of their bones. And all of you will be so white. You see here, they say to you, the Prophet said, and this is Al-Bukhari, the first batch of people who enter paradise will be glittering, between two brackets. The fact it says they will be shiny white. Durri. You will be so white, like a full moon. And the batch next to them will be glittering, you know, like this. Like the most brilliant star in the sky. Their heart will be as the heart of a single man. And etc. And then he continues saying, and then Allah will give you the females, which for sex, who Allah will take jealousy because simply they are accessories. So don't worry about jealousy of those women. They will have sex with you, all of them, and nobody will have jealousy. Nobody. So there's no fight inside the house. Oh, you kissed her more. Then Allah, he will take their jealousy because they are made of silicone, obviously. They have no feeling. He killed their feeling. Champion of a human right. Women are made just for sex. And then every one of them, he will have 2 wives of the houris, and they will be so beautiful and whore, transparent to the point you can see the marrow of their bones. This is how white they are. And for sure, this is very beautiful. We have to agree. Imagine you have a beautiful wife, so beautiful to the point you can see the marrow of her bones. We have to admit that this is very sexy and very beautiful. And I don't think any man, this is every man's dream. We have to be honest here. How many of us dream every day to have a woman, she is so white, to the point we can see her bones. That is so beautiful. You are in heaven, and now those girls are doing nice show for you. Sexy dancing. Use your imagination. Who can deny that this is so beautiful? So when the Prophet, he mentioned to us, and look at this position, MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So now you are in heaven, and you are looking, and you are so horny, because this is so beautiful. This is the most beautiful scenery ever I saw in my life. I can't stay single no more. I have to do something about it now. Those pictures increase the urge of every man. A man, he cannot resist this beauty. We are sick of seeing meat. It's time to see bones. So you look at your wife in the heaven, and you say to her, hold on. This is not what a husband do. This is what a dog will do. Dogs like bones. Why you are excited? And then you will say to her, I love every bone in you. Every single bone. And even the shoes, by the way, they will be see-through. Look at this. What the heck is that? That's, the one who took those x-rays really... Oh boy. All right. So this is Muhammad. This is how racist he is, to the point the promises of those who will be in heaven, all of them, they will be white. Even the accessories, which is the boys, the sex toys, the women, they are extremely white, to the point you will see their bones. You might think this is it's just like, you will see that this is about how white they are. You know, when somebody is extremely white, you can see the veins, the blood under his skin, you know. So Muhammad is speaking about how white they are. And he's speaking about you and yourself, how white you will be, as you see in front of you. You will be whiter than the moon. You remember the video? The guy, he look at the prophet, he look at the moon, he look at the prophet, he look at the moon, he look at the prophet, and you look at the moon and he said, oh, the prophet is more pretty than the moon. More white is more white in the darkness of night. This is a supremacist white cult. Pagan, sexual, violent, and dangerous. I hope we share with you what is enough for you for today. Tell your friends. As you see, YouTube is trying to put our view down. You know, people are not receiving notification. I have in this account, I think, more than 90,000, and then nobody is notified. It doesn't make sense.